Does your computer has the latest secure boot certificate? You can check this easily by running this command in administrator PowerShell. If the result comes true, then you do not need to worry about it. However, if the result is false, then you need to take action because your device may be vulnerable after June 2026. In this video, I will show you what to do if the secure boot certificates are not installing on your system. There are multiple ways by which you can check if your device has the latest certificates installed. First one is through Windows Update. Go to Windows Update and then select Update History. Expand Other Updates. Here we'll see Secure Boot Allowed, Key Exchange, KE Update, Successfully Installed message. If you do not see this here, then check for Windows Update, and if the certificates are ready to be installed on the system, then you will see here a message saying the same and pending restart. Then in that case, your device need to be restarted to install the latest available certificate. If you do not see this message in update history and Windows Update is not pulling the secure boot certificate, then another thing that you should check is the secure boot certificate update status in Windows Security app. You will see these three icons there. Launch Windows Security, then select Device Security. Here it is, Secure Boot is on and all required certificate updates have been applied. No further certificate changes are needed. This means that my device has the latest Secure Boot certificate. If your device has some problem, then you will see the respective message here. For example, if you see this yellow warning sign, then this means that the certificates are not yet updated. Secure Boot is on, okay? But your device does not support the automated secure boot certificate update due to hardware or firmware limitations. In this case, you need to contact your device manufacturer for further assistance, or what you can do is you can check for the latest BIOS update. Sometimes your device requires the BIOS update before installing the secure boot certificates. If you see this red cross icon in the secure boot section in device security, this is a matter of concern for you because it means that your device can no longer receive the required updates for the Windows boot experience. In this case, you need to contact your device manufacturer for further assistance. Enterprises can raise a support ticket by clicking on this link. I will provide these links in the description of this video. You can also check the same in Windows Event Viewer. Launch Event Viewer, expand Windows logs and then select System. Now here select Filter Current Log. Here type the event ID 1801. Click OK. If you see this error message, actually the event ID 1801 is an error for the secure boot certificate update failure. Updated secure boot certificates are available on this device but have not been applied to the firmware. Event Viewer will show you the exact picture, what is going on behind the scenes. Okay. So note down this date. This message appeared on my device on 3rd of April 2026. Now let's check another event log, which is 1808. Note down the date here, 10th of May 2026. This is an information that says that this device has updated secure boot certificates. Okay, so my device has the latest secure boot certificate. Now let's move on to the main part of the video. What you can do if your device is not installing the latest secure boot certificate. First of all, check the secure boot status in your system BIOS. The secure boot should be turned on. The next thing that you should check is the diagnostic data should be turned on. Your device should be sending the diagnostic data. Launch Windows settings. Here type diagnostic data. Hit enter. Windows 11 is already sending the required diagnostic data and this is optional. If you turn this off, then it won't affect the secure boot certificate installation. The same thing you need to check for Windows 10. Check the updated version of BIOS. If the certificate are still not installing after applying these two fixes, then check for the latest BIOS version on your computer manufacturer's official web and install the latest version of your BIOS. If this does not work, then reset BIOS and then run Windows Update. Again, for Windows 10 users, it is mandatory to enroll in ESU program. Otherwise, your device will not get the latest secure boot certificates through Windows Update. Okay. The next thing is your device should be sending the optional diagnostic data to Microsoft. You can also check for the BIOS updates and install the same on your Windows 10 device. Okay. After updating your BIOS, don't forget to check this event ID 1808 in event viewer. Okay. If you can't enroll in ESU program, then you will have two options. Either you can check for BIOS updates and install if the latest BIOS version is available. And after installing the BIOS update, check the event ID 1808 in event viewer. If the BIOS updates are not available, then the last resort is to upgrade to Windows 11. Okay. Because without enrolling in ESU program, Microsoft will not release the Windows update for Windows 10. And if the Windows update is not released, then how can you install the latest secure boot certificates on your device? Okay. So that's all in this video. Thank you for watching.